What's up, everyone? Another way back with more Dyson Sphere Program for you. Episode 46, the day we finally do the SMEALTS. Well, hopefully. We never know what we're doing. We get sidetracked a lot, but I'm over here next to the oil receiving area because I noticed that I don't think this thing has enough ships. It's constantly moving. It's just they're not bringing enough in, and they're not using the other supply that we set up. So I'm just going to give this thing way more ships. Just get like 35 more. And you can see it's going to start using these things like right away. And that's going to help it get up to 1,000 and kind of stay there more frequently. But this is a constant drain on our power system. This is why belts sometimes are a better idea if you're not going super far away. And I think for us, the problem is that it is pretty... I mean, it's far enough away that I don't want to belt it over. That's a really big belt. That's what she said. And then over here, definitely, it's a large distance because look how far away that is. Where are they? Oh, okay, yeah, that direct path is like that. So see, now the ships are going back and forth between our other... Wait a minute, what's going on? What is this? Oh, that's ore. So now we've got ships going back and forth to both systems. See, that's good because we brought in more oil on purpose because it couldn't keep up. So that is fixed. Fixed. There's no. So we got 5,000 hydrogen just waiting to be used there. That's awesome. And see, now we're whoa, it's dropping still. How is it dropping when we are just processing like gangbusters here? That's what's going on. We're using everything that comes in because we're just behind on everything. And is this an issue, or are we just backed up here because we're not using these as much? All this is going into sulfuric acid, and we just can't produce it fast enough. Probably because we're using that the titanium alloy pretty quick. But this is getting eaten up, like, immediately. Like, it's not going very far at all. We're getting 3 back, maybe 4 max on this chain. I feel like we're... Oh, well, plastics is also eating a ton, so that makes sense. This is for our science, and science is moving pretty quick, which is good. Pretty quickly. I feel like we have a lot of refineries, and they're all running. Right? How many do we have now? Like 1 billion. We have like 1 billion refineries now. One thing I will say is... I don't feel like we need so much hydrogen. Like, I need to cap this, maybe, so that we stop using the oil right here. We don't really need this. So let's kill this. Let's kill this. Well, I don't want to kill that. Let's kill that, too. I know we need hydrogen later, but this will stop us from eating this oil. Unless we need hydrogen. You know, there's no real reason to do this. So, I think that's a better bet. Maybe that's where we're going wrong too, is this is eating a lot of hydrogen. Or eating a lot just to fill those tanks, which they don't need to be filled. There we go. I think we solved part of our problem. Now we can give more oil to this guy. And also down the line, right, to sulfuric acid. Now these guys should be going... Well, we're going back... Okay, now we're going 4 deep at least. And that will probably build up over time, and that'll help our bottleneck. We're basically, we don't need a bazillion hydrogen. There's really no point. We will be burning it for power, and since we're charging stuff, and we're barely charging stuff, we're literally using 200 megawatts right now. So, it is what it is. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see what we need for the SMEALTS planet. We're going to make sure we have all our supply that we need to do this. Let's see, how many ships do we have? Hopefully a bunch. We have 20. They're just not coming in. Something is missing. What is missing? Processors are out. That's an issue. We've got to send processors back and get them on the bus. We got to set that up. I guess we can do it right here because we only have one thing here. And then I think, well, this guy's full. He's full up. So we'd have to go over here. Good. Sail life. That's going to help us out with power. Is this guy full up? No. We can request him here. We're going to request processors here. Again, we're going to fix all this stuff, so I don't really care how this is working. Let's get That's 10 stacks of processors. Let's get 2,000 processors. Local supply, but remote demand. And then when we get to Genom 1, let's go to Genom 1 real quickly before we go to SMEALTS. And let's route this in, because we need more of these ships. This is not working. Probably should route... Well, we can't route it in here, because that guy's full. I think this guy is also full, and that's really too far away, to be honest. Actually, it's not. And everything here is already plumbed. Wait, how are we getting processors over here? These are processors, correct? How are they getting over here? Oh, right there. They're going onto the bus right there. So really, it would be good for us to plumb it into here. So why don't we say we want to receive processors here. We want 1,000. That's probably good. We're going to demand those. We probably should give this guy more ships. Maybe a little bit more. Let's go get some ships. Because I think we're almost out of ships anyway. We definitely need more power, so we got to go back over there and get more power rods before we take off. Sorters, I'm probably good. We might need more sorters, to be really honest. But with SMEALTS Planet, we're going to start with mining, probably. We're going to start with bringing in ore, right? So we're going to set up some planetary things for ore. That eats a lot of power, so we're going to start with belting. If we can, we're going to belt stuff in first and see where we go with belting. We have plenty of belts, so I'm not worried about that. But let's get some of these guys, at least 100. Let's let that guy make some more. And then let's hook this up. Again, we're going to have to do some strange maneuvering here. In fact, why don't we just do this? This should be easy. Let's just move these. Right? If we change this into... Well, we don't have to kill that. We've killed it here. And this guy will be that guy, so let's kill this guy. Right? If we just change this to be processors, I think we're going to be good to go. So let's set that up, because these are going to be coming in, because we're going to go to Genom 1, and then we're not coming back here. I just want to set it up and be done with it. So let's hook this in. Yeah, let's just... Well, that's going to create a big backlog. Well, not really, because we're going to do this. We're going to say we only want 1 stack. Just put enough in just to get it back out again. That's all we care. So let's hook this guy up. We're going to change... Oh, wait. We got to change who this is first. Let's just kill it completely and then redraw it. So this is going to be processors. It's going to come in like that. Thanks, autosave. Well, I mean, thanks, because it's good that you're doing that. It's saving my butt, right? And then this is actually going to be magnets. So let's get that set up. Well, let's just do this, right? Magnets. And then we got to route that. So let's finish the routing of this guy. Well, yep, he's magnets. Good. And then to magnets. And then the last guy is going to be very difficult because we have something going right here. We have our strange Mark II setup. Why is this not on a bus? Why don't we bus it in right here? That's busing backward, but who cares? This bus is really jank, but it's really doesn't matter that much, to be honest. All right, we're going to reroute this a little bit and make a bus for this guy. We can probably move this power pole and move this down too. While we're over here, let's just fix things. You know how I am about getting things to be more how we want them, and even though we're going to rip this out, it's nice to have a build that just looks pretty and operates in the way that you want. I don't know, it's more feng shui, and I think for me, it helps me like feel better about my system. I notice that kind of at home, like when I'm at home, like there's a certain thing about having my house clean. It's like less clutter is less clutter for the mind. And so I'm definitely that kind of a person. So I think having builds that are not super jank all the time helps my mind keep things kind of in perspective, I don't know, clean in my mind. So we're going to go down with this guy. This is our last one we can do with this, which is completely fine. It really doesn't fit any more stuff anyway, so who cares? Boom, that guy's rerouted. Now this thing's totally set up to bring in more processors and get them on the bus, and we'll just leave this box here. Again, we're going to be rerouting this whole thing. We really just need to get SMEALTS going and some other stuff and more power and things like that. Then we'll be ready to kind of rip this whole thing out. For now, it's working for us. We don't want to touch it. We want to leave it alone. What I learned in Factorio is, if you can leave your old stuff, leave it. Build your new stuff and leave your old stuff because you're probably going to need it. And you're definitely, I mean, we've seen that many times now in this playthrough by alone, right? So this guy should be all the way up to 100 again. He's cool. This guy needs power. That makes sense. Oh, he's not connected to power. Oh, because I moved that power pole. Let's just put one of these guys in. There we go. Wind turbine for the wind, right? All right. It is in the way if we need magnets, but we haven't needed them, so it's fine. All right, this guy's receiving power now. Cool, very cool. Let's click the wrong spot there. He was running out of power. Oh yeah, we're going to give this guy more ships, huh? So let's shift right-click, or is it right-click? Let's give him 10 more ships just to make sure he can keep supply going. Because remember, we're also going to have that guy go get processors and stuff. So we want to make sure he's got plenty of ships. How's this guy doing? Let's just check all these. Well, he's still trying to do accumulators. That's understandable. We aren't really done charging. These guys are good. So that's perfect. And they're not eating stuff out of our system. So I think we're good to go. Let's get all the ships we can get at least. We have 20 now. That's good. 20 is good. I wouldn't say it's enough because we're going to use 10 of them right away on the processors. We've got plenty of interplanetaries and planetaries. We really need to get the gas guys going, the gas harvesters, because we're going to need to get, I think we get deuterium from that planet. I really want to get fire ice because you can use that to generate power and do a few other things. But we can't get that right now. All right, we've got one of these receivers. We really don't need those. Also, we have solar panels just in case we need a backup power system. So you'll see how I'm going to send them up on the Smelt planet. 40 smelters is not enough. Let's go get more of those. I want at least probably 100. We're going to start out with at least 100 of those guys. I don't know if that will be enough. More wind turbines. Can't hurt. More power poles. Can't hurt. There we go. We really need more inventory space. When are we getting that? Relatively soon. I really don't want to switch because it does take a long time. So let's get 50 smelts. Do we need more miners? Probably not. We're just going to be setting up tons of mining. We're going to set up kind of an initial spot, and then we're going to mine to that spot. We don't need this. Let's delete that. That'll save some space. I don't want to delete the bricks. We might actually want to refill on bricks because that's how we make boxes and stuff. Don't need this. We might need more iron. Don't need titanium. Don't need that much steel at least. Glass, probably don't need it, but let's keep it. That frees up a lot of space for more smelts and more miners. That's really what we're going to be doing here. Is we're going to be doing mining, sorters, probably enough sorters. I mean, it's, I don't know. Maybe we can put the sorter Mark IIs there down and go get some Mark IIIs. Oh, we wanted to get more power poles. I think we're good on the large ones. Let's get some more small ones just in case. Okay, I think we're doing well there. Let's drop off the Mark II sorters because we're not going to need any upgrade to do any upgrades as far as I'm aware, and get some Mark. How are we doing on? Okay, I think we're doing good on assemblers as well. So we're good to go there. We're doing good on splitters. Let's get one more stack of Mark III sorters here. There were also some upgrades. There was just a patch. So I want to talk about that a little bit. The patch does a lot more to this upgrade system here. Now you can upgrade like whole chains of stuff. So it doesn't tell you what it is, but this is a grid, I believe. So see, you can do a grid area, or you can chain it. So like everything it touches, it upgrades. So you can upgrade all the belts, the sorters. If you touch this, it upgrades everything. That's pretty neat. Also, you can demolish, or that's downgrading. And you can also upgrade 2, right? So you can go from Mark 1 straight to Mark 3. You don't need anything in the middle. That's kind of neat. Oh, it reminds me, we do have some Mark 2 belt on us, a little bit extra that we don't need. And that means we can drop these. We don't need those anymore in our inventory. That's cool. We have Mark II engines. Let's drop those off, which I believe are... No, that's Mark III. Well, those are gravitational. high gravity engines, basically. Let's drop that guy. We don't need him. I think we're good. 90 local ships is probably okay. Alright. Spend way too much time setting up stuff, huh? But anyway, the global demolish. So if you hit X, and I don't know if it is part of the system now, you can do the same thing with X. So you can like demolish things like this. We're going to be using this to tear out this stuff. That'll make that a lot faster. I'll just have to clear out my inventory. See, like, look, you can like demolish whole systems, all these belts all at one time. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to be able to use that. Came in at the perfect time. We're going to go get more iron, I remember, as I recall. Maybe we should get, or that's copper. Is iron back here? There's none. We have no iron. It is being used. I'm kind of thinking for this box, why don't we just do this now? Well, it's being used for steel. And steel's consuming everything as well. We need a box for iron. Why don't we make another box right here? Oh. Are we still recording? Okay, so I found a bug with my sorter copy guy. I wonder if I need to download probably the updates for this. I thought it would use the most recent, but maybe they haven't had time to update it. So I probably had an error there. I'll be right back. Hold on a second. We're at 16 minutes. I didn't remember that. Yes, the copy sorters mod did have an update, which is awesome. That was the problem because I just checked it. I created a save, so that's awesome. The game didn't crash, which is perfect. But now we got to get this box in here, and actually that's kind of in the way. So why don't we put the box here? And let's tell it to grab some of this, because really the problem is we're not keeping any for ourselves. We really only need, I don't know, what max is 4 stacks is the max we would need. So let's wait till it has about 100 or so, or maybe a little more, and let's just grab both. There we go. Let's put that, well, we don't need, not all of it. Let's put that back. We're really, like 2 stacks is good, I think. So there we go. We set up a second box for that piece right there. Man, we're really flying with that science. It's really nice that it's picked up like it has. We only need 1 of these. We're just getting a little low. Just want to make sure we had enough. Alright. We're ready for SMEALTS planet. I'm kind of nervous a little bit. But we have to go to Genom 1 first, huh? So let's go there. Oh, whoa. We almost forgot power. Almost forgot power. Luckily, I've remembered. And I usually never remember anything. So that was serendipitous, possibly. Maybe I was going to get stuck there and not have any power cells. So let's grab 4 of those. I'm going to grab an extra stack, just because, just in case. So this thing is flowing well, better. Let's check on it really quickly before we go. No, we're still only doing 4, so I'm not really... These guys have shut down. Oh, the plastics is eating it more of it now. So until our research is done, which it never will be, we're a little stuck there. It might be good to do our... Oh, we're going off planet now. It might be good... Oh, we don't know if this is the correct direction yet. Whoa. What are you doing? Let's do V. Right? Getting some lag. Okay, that was a lot of lag. So where am I? Okay, I need to turn... Oh, I'm orbiting the planet. So why don't I orbit... Nah, I don't need to. Let's just do this. Get off the map mode. And let's just go... There we go. Get him 3, so let's just go around this guy. Get out of there. What is going on? Get out of the planet gravity well. There we go. Alright. We're out of the gravity well. Now let's go to Genom 1, dudes. We haven't been here in a while. Let's hit that sail speed, baby. We're getting a little low on research stuff, so we're going to have to hit that pretty soon. Inventory is coming really soon. That's awesome. Although now we left the planet, so who cares, probably. But we're going to get those processors. I'm going to put the chips on there too, just to pre-set it up. Because I remember we were doing green chipsets. We built something so that we could have more green chipsets. So I'm going to do that. This is cool. Let's go a little bit down. Crash landing. Boom! I love that. I love the crash landing. That's so cool. We usually end up on the wrong side of this thing. I don't know how that happens every time, but it does. So... we want to go, I think this direction. We'll see. Probably need to power up really quickly, too. Oh, wow, you can get iron out of these rocks? That's interesting. Yeah, here's our iron setup. Well, there's iron veins, anyway. Silicon over here. How's the silicon going? This is our only vein. This is our only set of veins, so we've got to be a little bit careful with that. Which I think we're only using chipsets anyway, so who cares? It's only for chipsets, mostly. And I guess... solar panels. Titanium, I don't really care how we're doing because we have tons of veins on this planet. We have tons of titanium on the other planet too, so it really doesn't matter. All right, let's set up our interplanetary here, and really should have set it up on the other side. I don't know why this guy is poking so far out. Oh, because we had to go up and over? Should have done that with a splitter. Should have learned our lesson. So let's reverse this guy. Let's just copy this. Take off the inserters. Let's reverse him. He's going to be going a lot slower now because that's really on the inside. But the sorters are now going to be upgraded, so who cares? We have a whole box of those, huh? That seems weird. Let's put down our stuff so we can pick this up and move it. Alright, cool. And you too. Alright, great. Boom. We don't want to pick up any more of this stuff. We already have a ton, so really don't want that. So I'm going to kill this. We don't need those kind of sorters anymore. Alright, cool. Now we have a supply, and actually we're going to route that into the interplanetary dude. So there's really no point in setting that up. And I think this is isn't this the equator? How do we tell? How do you know if you're on the equator or not? Like, I think there's a mod for that. I think we're not right on the equator, because I think the equator is like right there actually. And actually this is where we wanted to put, I think, our interplanetary stuff. This is where we're going to put probably power. That's what I was thinking about these big planets where you're building huge builds all the way around the planet, is you want to put your power ring probably in the middle so you can get the max space if you're going to do a solar setup. A lot of people do those big solar setups. So maybe it would be good to put our interstellar here. We can always move it, our interplanetary. Why don't we just plop it down? Let's plop one of these guys. We're going to probably move him. It's not a big deal. He doesn't need to be super, super close. Let's do something like that. And then, how is this working? I think... Well, first we can upgrade the belt, because this belt's probably not going to be fast enough. But what I'll do instead... Well, I'm not going to do that yet. Let's pull some off of this guy, which means we probably should do a splitter. So why don't we route back to here for a splitter? No, we don't want that, so let's get back to regular dismantling. Let's dismantle this whole belt. We're going to add a splitter. We're going to go over this thing. We really don't need those either yet, so why don't we... Again, move that box. We're just going to move it directly here. So we're going to supply chipsets, right? Oh, they're over here. Local supply, remote supply. I want... I don't need 10,000. Let's do like 3,000 for now. We can always change that. That might not even be how much we actually have, so we'll see. Whatever the box is enough. I think that's plenty. We'll see how many that is. Okay, it's not... It's more than 3,000. So why don't we just say max, and we'll say whatever this is. Right? Well, oh, is it... We just got one line of inventory. Okay, I thought I put it up here. I didn't. Boom. Okay, so it's 6,000. We'll just say 6,000 then. That's fine. We don't need to add any more to this. It's got plenty. We're going to say this is processors. Probably going to be max as well. Cool. We're on the last thing of research. We'll handle that in a second. I want to get this done before we do anything else. Let's put all the processors in here. Okay, 6,003. We're going to say max 6,000. And right away, this thing's going to start getting requests. So we just haven't given any ships yet, and it has no power. So why don't we power this guy? Not enough items. Okay, well, let's do this and power this guy. We'll do that, because right away, he's going to get requests. He's going to... let's give him half of our ships. That should be enough. We only got 9. Okay, that's fine. We can do this. That's 4 now. Why isn't it... Why is it picking them up? Oh, shift-click picks them up. Like that. Well, that's 5. I don't want to do that many. There we go. 10. Autosave. Strikes again, and now I have to do this again. Well, that's half, right? Okay, so let's give him half the ships here. It's going to get major requests. I don't know why it's not telling me how many requests. Oh. I see what it's doing. It's preloading it. So this is getting a couple hundred per. Okay. That means we're going to have a space for 2,000 of those things. And I think we did request 2,000. So that's what it did. It got 2,000 ready to go. Took 5 ships, which means I think we're doing 400 per ship. And so we do want... So you can change the load of those vessels right here. Like, maybe if you're loading up something really expensive, you don't want it to send 1,000 there or something like that, because I think these can get up to 1,000. So you want to turn that down so it only does like 100 or 50 or something, because it's a really complicated, like a really costs a lot to produce, right? So that's how you can change that. I think with this, we can just say max load is totally fine. If you want to move 1,000, great. You only need to move 2 ships. So that guy should head out soon, but you can see they suck up a lot of juice out of the system. How are we doing on juice? We're doing okay, especially with it trying to eat a ton of juice. So let's route these now to get this thing working. And I think... Wait, these are the same. These are both chipsets, right? No, that's the components. Those are components. Okay, so they're different. We should have done the chipsets there and the component, or something different, I guess, but it's totally cool. We can make this work. All right, splitter. Let's get this done. We want to go up with it. Right, but we want it to still be inline so that this guy can work. I don't know, there's probably fine. Let's cut this back and just do it direct. Nope. Copy, paste. Nope, that's up. Why is it doing that? You're wrong. Let's do that splitter again. I thought it was correct, but apparently it's not. It's a little hard to see which direction it's going. So there we go. Nope, shift click. All right, then we're going to shift click back out. Lack of item, that's totally fine. We'll use Mark III belt for this. It's totally cool. There and there. There. Now that's rerouted. Now we just need to route this to this guy. I think this guy's going to have to move. Let's just put him over here, because we want to make sure that we get all the power we can. All right. This guy is going to come up and over, and I think we're going to do another splitter just because I like doing splitters. They just look pretty, and I like them. And really, we want it like right here, to be honest. So maybe we need to move that. Let's move the splitter to here. That'll make it inline, because you know me, I like doing that kind of stuff. All right, inline, inline. Okay, cool. Merge with that, and then do the bottom. Oh, that's not going to work. It's actually the other kind of splitter. So let's copy this guy one more time. Nope. Copy the splitter. We got to do a different config. We got to have this config, remember? Nope. Why is it? Oh, that's right, because this one you have to tell it exactly what you want to do. Okay, I'm not used to that with the other ones. All right, let's route this guy in, and we'll be done. Cool. Now let's route this guy in. He's probably going to start working immediately, and I think we need to split this in. So why don't we do that? Let's try to grab a splitter, because it doesn't seem to want to ever work. All right, and can we route it directly in? We can't. That's completely fine. Let's just do it like this. Let's do that, and then let's just fill this belt. And actually, right here, we're going to want upgraded belt because... Nope, we just want regular. Because it's now having to handle a bunch of different dudes, right? It's trying to handle 2 belts into 1. So let's get the Mark III belt. No, we really just want you to go to here. Let's do it like that. Oh, okay, we'll have to come out of here. That's totally fine. And then into there. Cool. And that should start working right away because there was a big request. So why don't we upgrade these belts as well? I don't think we're going to need to, though. Nah, we're fine. It can't produce that fast. Really, we want the splitter right here because these belts need to both work. So why don't we move this back some and move that splitter, because you can tell it was side loading, which is great. You know, I'm glad they have that in here because sometimes you do want to side load. So it's good that they have that functionality. Unfortunately, you know, well, not unfortunately, but we don't want to side load this. We want the full belt. We want both of those to work simultaneously. There we go, like that. So now we got a lot of flow going on. Cool. Everybody is happy. We're just dumping out really over here. See, we're already done. And now these guys are producing. And now let's look at our power consumption. It's not too bad still. It's not amazing, but it's not too bad. Filling back up to 6,000. Our ships have already gone and come back. That's good. We're done with Genom 1, and really we're out of time. But we're going to go to Genom 2 on camera so you can see we're going to Smeltville. Totally keeping up on this side. This is all belted in still, so no problems here. We got stuff flying around. Oh yeah, that's true. That's right. We're trucking in some stuff over there. That's right. We're trucking in ingots. All right, we're good. So now let's sort our inventory and go to Genom 2. But before we do that, really quickly, we're going to go... Actually, yeah, how's our Dyson Sphere? I didn't even know why was it. 139 megawatts. It's been better. Well, that's probably the max it's going to be. I'm wondering if that orbit is full. Like, I don't feel like we're getting... Let's go look to see if the guns are actually shooting as much as they need to shoot. So they're down there. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go check out the guns. I want to see if all the guns are firing. If we have guns that are aimed and not firing, it means that orbit is full, I believe. I mean, that's what I would think. So we're going to do some more... See? We do. This guy cannot fire. Pitch limit. So he's reached the pitch limit. That means he'll start firing pretty soon. So it looks like all the guns that can fire are firing, because I think these are all pitch limits. Right? Yeah, these are pitch limits, and it's actually getting larger. But this is getting smaller, so these should start firing. I think it's just with our setup. Our setup's just not working that well. Okay. Hit the pitch limit here. So it's going down. Target pitch angle. And they're not powered all the way. Why are these guys powered all the way? No. Insufficient power supply. What do you mean? We don't have the full satisfaction here. Should we put more solar panels or Dyson Spheres? Or I mean Dyson I think for now, why don't we plop down our Dyson dish? Really need it on the other planet. What's consumption do we have? Because that's going to help our Dyson Sphere. So we want 70, and we're doing 46. So I think we should just set some solar panels, and then we're going to be done. I know this is getting kind of long in the tooth, this video, but let's go do this really quickly. I want to get to Smelt Planet. I don't want to mess around anymore. Probably should cut it and just do this on the next episode. That's what I'm going to do. Let's just fly over here. We'll set up some solar panels and go to Smelt Planet on the next episode. Okay. We have a lot of... not really that many solar panels, to be really honest. I might go pick some up in between episodes. So let's build this guy up a little bit. We probably don't need this any longer because this guy's connected. So let's see if we can put a solar panel actually right there. We cannot. So let's go out on this guy. Start setting these up. I know they take a little bit of time to set up, not the funnest thing to watch. So if you're new here and you like this content, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. That does help. The video's not over. I'm just talking to get this kind of stuff out of the way while we build solar panels. But I would love to see you stick around and love to see you on future videos. I do 2 of these a day. And I will be doing, hopefully, a new game soon-ish. It's a little tough with doing 2 videos a day. I'm actually having a hard time keeping up with this. So I don't know if I'll be doing two videos, or I mean, I don't know if I can do a new game for now. There are new games coming out, and that's also why I kind of don't want to do something new yet, because I will be playing Mankind when it comes out. I actually have, the developers of that game are an old game company I used to work with that did Endless Legend, which I did a big series on. And so I'm really hoping that I can work with those guys again, but we'll see. Just very hopeful. So we only brought 50 of these, which means we're only going to get 15 megawatts out of this. This is not going to help, fully fill our demand. Adding that Dyson Sphere will help us get there as well. But I'm wondering if we should just... Well, wind power on this planet is not as good. And solar is better, I think. I think that's how this is working. So we'll check we're just going to drop all these. I'm going to go off camera back to Genum 4 and just get a ton more of these solar panels for the other planet, just in case we need them. It's not a bad idea. So we have lack of item. Okay, cool. So now what are we doing? All right, we're almost at full satisfaction. Intensity 123, so we do get more out of solar panels here, which is great. And now we should be firing a lot more. Our Dyson Sphere, yeah, it's picking up a little bit. It's going to pick up a lot more. You can see they're firing a lot more frequently. They were slowing down, so it's a good thing to check. If your Dyson Swarm gets a little low, you're like, oh, why? Let's go check that. So that is good. That's going to help us also on Genum 4. And, that's going to help us pick up more accumulators, right? Fully functioning accumulators. Anyway, let me know what you think about this episode. Sorry we didn't get to Smelt Planet. I'm really hoping to do it on the next episode. 47, I should log in on Smelt Planet and we'll get going. I'm actually going to tool around a tiny bit to know what I want to do so we can just get going in it and not mess around too much. I'm going to find the equator and just start building so we can just start building right when I turn the camera on. If you like this video, please hit the like button. I really like to see which kind of videos you guys like, and I will see you next time. Stay frosty.